Her. Okay. Faria, good. You can share first your part. How was it? And Faria, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, I was in a phone call.
Yep.
Oh, what should I share?
Your 2 days journey.
Oh, okay.
It should help other people, right?
My 2 day journey. So I had my workshop since Saturday to Sunday. It was from 9 to 5 p.m. exactly as they said. I didn't take it seriously at first, but then when I joined the meeting, I realized it was actually from 9 to 5. I was like, how is that even possible? And on the first day, I was so sleepy because I woke up like during Fajr time and I didn't sleep after that.
Okay.
And then it was so hard to focus because after a while, like I was so sleepy that I would almost fall asleep. Like while I'm on camera, I'm just like
Okay,
sleeping, like literally in front of camera.
You see, you got caught right away. Being unprofessional, right? Not prepared. You got caught, you see? Because
That wasn't unprofessional or anything. I was literally paying
Prepared.
attention, but
prepared.
it was hard to because there was no breaks in between. It was like 2 hour at once, and then you get like 5 to 10 minutes break only.
Yeah.
And yes, you have to be on camera, and then you can keep your mic off or on, but you have to be on camera.
Yep.
That was something. And then at the beginning of the class, they make everyone introduce themselves, their name, their age, what are like, why are they in this program or the course.
Yeah.
And then what? And then they just get into they use this website, or it's not a website, I think it's called Miro.
Okay.
Where it's like a board, like Blackboard, where you take notes. So the instructor, she would be talking, and she would take notes there, and she also made us do some hands-on work at the same time, like writing a user story or rewriting a user story, maybe, and the acceptance criteria.
First one, taking notes, huh? That's the first thing, right?
Yeah, they made us, like, everyone there, they would divide them into groups, 2 groups, based on like how many people are there. And after putting in a group, you would work with the group to rewrite this or that, or interpret a graph or data. So that's what we did. Other than that, it was mostly the instructor going over one by one everything there's to know about the role in the PM and Scrum Master and PO, how they work together, or what are their roles, which meetings are they part of, and which meetings do they not facilitate, like who's doing what and how are they doing it. So that's what I learned so far. Of course, I didn't take everything in, and there was a lot of new terms, vocabularies, which I obviously didn't learn from. I understood that what we have been learning so far was like team level, and in the course they taught us like what's above that team level.
Do they record? Did they record it?
They don't record the meeting, no.
So you're lost, right? You have no chance to relearn. Yeah. Okay.
But they give you, but before they start the workshop, like they send you notice like 3 days before or so. And they can even call you as well to let you know. They will ask you in that call, they'll ask you if you received the email with the materials and everything. They send you links to the document, the Zoom link, and they also send all the reading materials, everything that you have to know. It's up to you to read them. I didn't get to go over everything. It was a lot. But the instructor went over everything from those reading materials. And once we were done with the course, she took a picture. So that's what they do in SAFE, is that they take 2 pictures with with their graduating class. And then she sent an email. She sent an email with all the notes she took. And for the website where she took the notes, she would make us create an account and join it, so we have access to the notes. And all the notes and materials, they will be at least available to you for 3 or 4 months, few months. And then they tell you the recommended time. Like it should be like 2 weeks. You should take the test, tell you what the test is going to be like. They give us details on the practice tests and how some questions might repeat on that. And they send you all the notes as well on the email. And you can also contact them again. So in that Blackboard where she took notes, she also left a space where you can write your contact number and everything so you can connect with each other outside of this. So far, I've been doing the practice exam, and I think they sent you a separate email for that one as well. It says action required and so on. It's a different email. She also mentioned that. So we look out for that email, and from there you join another website for SAFE, where you can access your exam, your reading materials, and I think you have to go over your reading materials and everything before you can take your final exam. Because if you try to launch the exam, it gives you that notification like you have to do what the previous task, you have to finish it, and then you can take it. Would you like me to say more?
You just now the covered some buzzword what has been covered. I can explain one thing. So I think what they do, I think that everybody does the same thing. They combine PM, PO, SM.
I mean, it's included. If you look at the first title, it says it's like PM, PO. I mean, they have the same role, PM and PO, but it's just that PM is like, they have more responsibility.
So
They take care of multiple teams. They also taught us like how many teams do they usually take care of, and how many people are in those teams in total. Like they tell you every little details about your higher positions and how they facilitate within the organization.
And another word you said, you work here mostly team, then because PM.
No, I just thought that I realized that when she was explaining, I realized that so far the work I have been doing is team level because I'm just managing a team. Yeah. And then when we learned about the PO, the PM, they manage multiple teams at once.
Yeah.
And they don't have a scrum master. They have something called RTE, or the release engineer. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. No, the reason if you are in an environment, right? If you have a SM takes care of all the higher level things. But if you have an environment, the PO, SM, and the PM, then actually they just identify the work. It's really strange, right? The PM just trying to fit in, but the perfect way the PM is, they actually take care of the project of multiple team, and that's how they do. Because a project can have many like the features.
Yes, and I think the highest level there is a portfolio.
Yes. Sorry, guys keep calling and it just start with are you Bengali? Please do not talk Bengali. You're doing the IT. Okay, one word. Sorry, can you remind me the last thing what I was saying?
Oh, you're talking about how PM and PO and Scrum.
Oh yes. The PM almost gone wrong, and then they extracted the PM role. Man, what do you do? Because PO can do a lot of things. The BA almost gone, business analyst, because the PO came to the picture. So now they're doing all these mashed potato things, okay? Just fit in, because some project is very complex, so everybody needs them. But what I was saying, it all depends. Every environment, they implement their team member very differently. And there is no environment, just they strictly Scrum. Scriptly the PO does it, this and that. So we're all just open.
Yeah, I think
have to be elastic. Nowadays, to work in the IT, you have to be elastic. Elastic means I will pull you, I will push you. You should not be like the tear done. You should not cry about it, or you should not complain about it. Then you are not culturally fit to work in the IT